So today, lads, I'm just going to be talking about what is going on when it comes to Caitlin Clark and how it's actually just a really bad look on quite a couple of owners, few owners in the WNBA. On a positive for these owners, the general public does not care about their...
The WNBA initially thought Caitlin Clark would be an easy target.
Yeah, obviously got me pretty good in the eye. I don't think it affected me. Honestly, I felt like I got good shots. They just didn't go down.
They believed they could rough her up, push, shove, trip, and foul her on drives without anyone stepping in. But those days are gone. The Indiana Fever have just sent a strong message to every bully in the league. If you come after Caitlin Clark, be prepared for a fight.
And kind of swatted at Caitlin. Did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that fight?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. It doesn't even make sense to me, but no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I followed through and I hit her, so obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am. So yeah.
Did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like you did. Later on in the game, they caught you guys laughing about it?
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened.
Taking the lead in this movement is none other than Sophie Cunningham. She's more than just an enforcer. She's a nightmare for anyone who dares to challenge her. The Fever have just given Caitlin Clark the protection she never had, and believe me, the WNBA isn't ready for what's coming. Don't let Sophie Cunningham's blonde hair and bright smile fool you. She's one of the fiercest players in the WNBA. Standing at 6 feet 1 inch, she's built like a tank and fearless like a lion. A defensive powerhouse who never backs down. She'll hit threes in your face and talk trash straight to your core. Known for getting under her opponent's skin, when she's on your side instead of against you, she's the best bodyguard you could ask for.
We just have a squad, and our depth is amazing, and I'm just excited. But to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun doing it.
Sophie Cunningham isn't just tough on the court, she's mentally ruthless. She thrives on contact, loves the challenge, and is all about protecting her teammates. Remember when Caitlin Clark was getting cheap shot every other game? That's over now. You go after Caitlin, you've got Sophie to deal with. The Indiana Fever's front office saw what was happening last season. Caitlin Clark was being abused, shoved, elbowed, and targeted. Meanwhile, the WNBA turned a blind eye. Indiana had had enough. They knew if Caitlin was going to truly dominate, she needed backup. Now, she's got a whole team of enforcers ready to stand by her. Cunningham is the leader, but this entire Fever squad is fired up. They're done with dirty plays, sneaky tactics, and jealousy-fueled attacks. Indiana isn't just here to play, they're here to take over. Let's be real, last season, the WNBA was practically encouraging the drama, letting cheap shots fly, and the refs ignored it all while the media turned it into a joke. But the Fever just flipped the script.
Anything in this play. That defense has really...
Now, when someone tries to rough up Caitlin Clark, they're going to feel it right back. This isn't just about basketball, it's about respect. Caitlin Clark is the biggest name in the WNBA, bringing in the most fans, the most revenue, and all the attention. Yet, for some reason, players still wanted to treat her like a rookie who needed to be put in her place. Well, guess what? Caitlin Clark is done playing nice, and so is Indiana. No more bullying, no more cheap shots, no more targeting Caitlin without consequences. The Indiana Fever have just declared war on every hater in the league. With Sophie Cunningham leading the charge, it's going to be a battle. The message is loud and clear: touch Caitlin Clark, and you'll regret it. Get ready, WNBA. Caitlin's enforcers have arrived, and they're about to shake this league to its core. But that's not all. The Fever made major moves in the offseason to strengthen their roster, bringing in experienced veterans who not only boost the team's skills but also bring much-needed leadership. One of the biggest additions is DeWanna Bonner, a 6-time WNBA All-Star and 2-time champion. Bonner is on the verge of making history, needing just 6 points to tie for third on the league's all-time scoring list. She's versatile, able to play multiple positions, and thrives in clutch moments, making her a real threat on the court. Beyond her scoring, Bonner's extensive playoff experience, having reached or advanced beyond the semifinals in the last 5 seasons, brings valuable wisdom to a young Fever squad that's hungry for a championship.
And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will tip inside and lay it in. There are the Clark.
Take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come out on her. Goes the her first two.
The signing of Natasha Howard is a game-changer for the Fever, filling a crucial gap in their defense. A three-time WNBA champion and two-time All-Defensive Team honoree, Howard brings a level of intensity that will completely transform Indiana's defensive strategy. Her championship experience with teams like the Minnesota Lynx and Seattle Storm offers a proven blueprint for success that she can pass on to her teammates. Howard's ability to guard multiple positions and her relentless energy on defense make her a key addition as the Fever strengthen their defensive plans. She's exactly the kind of player Indiana needs to take their defense to the next level. Sydney Colson's arrival adds championship experience and veteran leadership to the Fever's backcourt. A two-time WNBA champion with the Las Vegas Aces, Colson brings invaluable experience in high-pressure moments. As a backup point guard to Caitlin Clark, she helps maintain the team's tempo and leadership, even when rotations are made. Colson's defensive tenacity and ability to run the offense give the Fever added depth and reliability at the guard position, making her a key player in strengthening their overall game plan.
Never scored 40 in a game. She could do it right there. 41 for Tawana Bonner.
In these seasoned veterans, the Indiana Fever have not only boosted their on-court skills but also added a wealth of experience and leadership. These strategic moves show the Fever's commitment to climbing the ranks and making a strong push in the upcoming season. The Indiana Fever have gone from being a rising team to a full-fledged powerhouse. With Caitlin Clark leading the way, this squad is now loaded with battle-tested veterans and tough enforcers ready to shake the WNBA to its core. The combination of Tawana Bonner, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and Sydney Colson, alongside Clark and Aaliyah Boston, is about to unleash a level of dominance the league hasn't seen in years.
Bonner hesitation. Wow. Count the bucket.
6 forward for the Indiana Fever and their quest for a championship. In Howard, an all-star and a veteran with more than 300 games played. And for Natasha Howard, return to her WNBA roots. In 20...
ESPN, give me a job. I'm trying to do something on the camera. All right, go. ESPN, give me a job.
It's not just the talent, it's the perfect mix of skill, leadership, and grit. Caitlin Clark brings the star power and offensive firepower. She's a once-in-a-generation shooter and playmaker, capable of taking over games whenever she wants. Aaliyah Boston is the foundation in the paint, a dominant force with elite rebounding and defensive skills. Tawana Bonner is an all-time great scorer and playoff veteran, knowing exactly what it takes to win in high-pressure moments. Natasha Howard is a defensive nightmare, a relentless, multi-positional defender who excels at shutting down the opposition's top players. Sophie Cunningham is the gritty enforcer, always ready to get physical with anyone who tries to mess with Caitlin Clark. Sydney Colson is the experienced floor general, ensuring elite decision-making and leadership in crucial moments. This is a team built for battle. Every weakness from last season has been reinforced with elite-level talent. The Indiana Fever are set to become one of the most electrifying offensive teams in WNBA history. Caitlin Clark's deep-range shooting and court vision will stretch defenses to their breaking point. Tawana Bonner can score from all three levels, making her the perfect veteran complement to Clark's game. Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard dominate inside, ensuring that teams can't focus only on perimeter defense. Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham and Sydney Colson bring energy, hustle, and shooting, making sure the Fever can run and gun with the best of them.
Clark, bounce pass. There's Boston. Pounding Clark. Clark.
Buckets, three-point sharpshooting, dominant post play, this offense has it all. If teams try to double Caitlin Clark, she's surrounded by elite scorers ready to punish them. But if the offense wasn't scary enough, Indiana's defense just became a brick wall. This team is now packed with top-tier defenders who will frustrate, suffocate, and dominate their opponents. They're tough, physical, and relentless, everything you need to win in the WNBA. Last season, teams bullied Caitlin Clark. This season, it's Indiana doing the bullying.
Back, going right, I may add. It's usually step back, going left. That's where one guard.
From Clark, and Smith lays it home. You have 2 assists and a bucket on the first 3 possessions.
We have seen